Hello again, this is Veach here. This is my video review of the Riapow, that's R-I-A-P-O-W brand solar charger. This is a 26,800 milliamp hour internal battery in here with a very nice solar array, and this whole unit is very water resistant so that you don't have to worry about bringing it camping and it getting damaged with a little rain, and you can keep it clean with a little water. Very nice. Now this has two USB ports and one USB-C port that is the input for charging with the included cable, and it's also an output, so if you have a USB-C on both ends you could extract power from that also. And then it has a very unique, it has a wireless charging port on the top, a QI wireless port that we're going to test out, and it has a really cool dual flashlight on there. We're going to show you how that works. So you can charge this thing in different ways. You can charge it by leaving it in the sun for a couple hours and the charging panel will internally charge that battery, or you can use the USB included C cable to charge it. Now this is an advanced unit because it's totally cable-free solar power bank, so that if you really wanted to go off the grid with this, you can just keep it in the sun, and then you could have the QI enabled charging port on there. And you know, a lot of phones use that. I've got a Nexus 6, my wife has an Apple, and they both worked on this, and I'm going to show you that. Now that 26,800 milliamp hour is huge capacity, and you can feel this thing is very solid, and you can see the width of that. It's about almost an inch in width. So there's a lot of capacity on this that you could probably charge your iPhone 8 times with this. You know, Galaxy S10 fleet full charges on it. An iPad, maybe you can charge it 3 times. So there's a lot of capacity on here, and it'll also do 4 devices at a time. It'll do the wireless charging and those 2 USB ports and the USB-C port. Fully charge your power bank in 7 hours with this cable. The output ports on here are fast charging ports, so if your device is capable of it, it'll take advantage of those faster charging ports on here. Look at some of the features on here. As I mentioned, the 2 LEDs. On the side here is the power button right there. That's also how you turn the LEDs on. You hold that down for 3 seconds, and then the LEDs come on, and it's pretty bright. And that's the bright mode. You hit that button again, and then it goes to SOS, emergency, and you hit it again, and it goes to a constant blinking. Hit it again, it goes to off. Anytime you hit this button, you're going to get a little status indicator right there, and it's going to let you know how much of the battery is charged. That first LED right there has a little sun symbol on there, and that's glowing whenever this thing receives solar power. So that's status, those 4 right there, and that's solar power being charged. On the other end of this, it has a sealed port. You open this up, and there are your ports. Let's take an extra flashlight right here so we can see that. You have your center right there, which is USB-C, and the outer ones are the USB ports right there, and they are labeled accordingly. So the first thing I'm going to demonstrate is how to charge the unit. If you don't want to put it in the sun, if you want to charge it fully first before you go on a camping trip, you take the included cable, which has a USB port and a USB-C on there, and you open up this port right here, and it plugs right into the center USB port just like that. And then it's taking power from the mains, and here's a little status indicator on there, if you could look, and that is slowly blinking, and it's showing it's on the 3rd band out of the 4, and it'll keep going until all 4 are blinking, and then it'll totally stop blinking, which means it's fully charged. Then you know you got a fully charged unit. Just as simple as that. If you don't want to charge this way, then just put this unit in the sun for 8 to 10 hours, and it's another way to have it fully charged. Now let's demonstrate the wireless charging. There is a little status light right here, and when we turn the unit on, pushing this button here, you notice that that goes to red, and that's the status of the wireless charging on here. So if I take my Nexus 6, put it on there, you notice that that little LED, and you heard my phone respond, it went to a blue color. It's hard to see right there, but that is blue. And now I got a little charging symbol on my phone, and that's telling me that I'm charging this phone wirelessly. And keep in mind that this is a very thick case on here, because the Nexus 6 is curved and this is a flat case that's pretty thick. So you see I remove it and then it went back to the green status on there. So right now I'm getting 5 watts of energy that's going to the phone using the QI enabled coil on this device. So I'm going to demonstrate here. I'm charging a GoPro type camera right here. At the same time I'm charging a shaver, and I'm wirelessly charging my Nexus 6. And of course you can put, if you had a USB-C cable right in the center right there, you could charge your tablet at the same time. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 things being charged at the same time. You can't beat that. So if you're camping, you're in the wilderness, you want to take this with you, this thing is excellent for that. Now to keep the unit nice and watertight, just make sure you keep this closed and flat and sealed. And I want to show you also that there is a little loop on there, very durable, that you can add a rope or a string or one of these on there, and you could hang this from your tent and have this light going. With this capacity, this thing would light up the inside of your tent for probably 3 days solid at least. So what's my overall opinion about the Riapow, their solar power bank? And this is the model T11, and this is a great product. As I demonstrated, you could charge a lot of devices many times on here. You can get off the grid and keep this thing solar charged. Huge capacity of 26,800 milliamp hour, and all those ports on here, plus the wireless charging port, which I've never seen on a device before. This is a really cool survival type of product. So I'm going to give this a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.